The loneliest moment in someone's life is when they're watching their whole world fall apart and all they can do is stare blankly. Hello, everybody. I'm Don Houston with United States Investors International at LPL Financial. That was a quote from F. Scott Fitzgerald. Together, we have a lot of work to do. I can imagine many of us across the country staring blankly at news screens reeling across our televisions. Today, I'd like to discuss some of our economic situation and also share a few tidbits about China, as they've also been in the news with our trade negotiations. I guess we'll call them that, over these past several months. The U.S. economy almost certainly entered a recession in March of 2020, and as a result of the lockdowns and business closures to contain the COVID-19 pandemic, the gross domestic product contracted by 5% in the first quarter, and that's on an annualized basis. Consensus expectations for the second quarter are calling for a mind-boggling 32% contraction. Now, 32% seems pretty high, but let's just say it's going to be over 30% according to what some of the statistics are looking like. We see a strong second half rebound in the economic growth. In second half, they're talking about third and fourth quarter. So this is after this 32% contraction they think we're going to have. We figure we're going to have some growth coming in, and we can have a pretty decent rebound as the economy opens up. Speaking of which, I got my first haircut since the pandemic started. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you very much. I think it's looking pretty good. Short and nice. Cleaned up. That's what we needed. So, as this recession may end up being one of the shortest that we've ever encountered, it's not likely to really turn into any sort of economic activity like we saw in the fourth quarter of 2019 until sometime in 2021. So we may not see us completely rebound by the end of this year. The path of the economy over the rest of the year depends on whether the COVID-19 infection continues to fall, facilitating more and faster reopenings and a return to normal semblance of consumer behavior. So we're really after the consumer here. The consumer drives everything. Alternatively, a potential second wave of virus could lead to lockdowns being put back into place and consumers staying home. The recession has been consumer-led, and consumers, with help from the federal government, medical professionals, and perhaps even Mother Nature, will have to lead us out. Now, China, as you know, has been in the news here recently about negotiating with our trade programs, and really, are they going to maintain the deal? It looks to me like the first phase is going to be maintained, and not just to me, it's just from the stuff that I've read, but it looks like China's going to hold up their end of the bargain on phase one, even though we've had some back and forth, but it looks like they're going to do it. At any rate, what do we know about China? So I just thought it might be nice to share some interesting tidbits, or maybe some facts, about China. Officially known as the People's Republic of China, China is the largest population in the world with 1.3 billion people, and they're also the third largest in area with something like 3,750,000 square miles, or just under that. But anyway, that's pretty big. The capital of China is Beijing. The most populated city in China is Shanghai. 47% of China's population lives in rural areas. In 2003, China became the third country to actually send a human into space, successfully, that is, which is a funny statistic. They put the successfully in there. Makes you think a little bit, doesn't it? And then, of course, you can see that Great Wall of China from space. So that's 5,500 miles long or something, some enormously long wall that they built eons ago, and you could still see it from outer space. So that's pretty cool. They have the fourth largest river in the world, the Yangtze River. On that Yangtze River is that great panda, which is, I think, the only place you can find him. And also, last but not least, China is the second largest economy on the planet, followed by, you guessed it, the United States of America. We've got some hurdles to get over, and together, we'll get through them. Live and love, everybody. Live and love. I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time.